They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Nevada's offense will get the first possession of the game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Avery Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
And he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, high to recruit. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did in high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Vance. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Penn State's offense has the ball for the first time. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Quarterback extends the play. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Dropping back, it's Vance. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's got an open man. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Marshall. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Aller. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man in the middle. There he goes! Snowed under by the defense.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Going for the big play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got it set up on the outside. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
It's a seam wide open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Turner. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Caught close to the marker. It's Ashley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against... too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Under fire. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Vance. They'll run the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On the ground, it's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Vance. Connection to the right. Strong, firm tackle.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Catch in the middle. It's Floyd. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking quarterback all the way across the field, that time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets the back moving. Swings it out to his running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Dropping back, it's Vance. Spits it out to the back. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Offense at an empty set. On the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. To the air, it's Vance. He's got him. Knocked off his feet. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Snagged in the middle. It's Ashley. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40. line. Good pickup there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up their pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Penn State sends the offense back. To the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Aller. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by... There, it's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Off over the middle, it's Pena. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On target to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running back,
just steamrolling the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. And nowhere to go. couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete on the right side, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. Now, you're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Vance. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man. It's Ashley. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be brought down. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, and makes the big game.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time on target. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And you go back to work in the final period of this one. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. To throw, it's Vance. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you wonder that time if QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Let's try throwing the football.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Oh, what a move. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Fires toward the end zone. And it's in. Penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They've got the screen set up. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Nevada going quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Vance. Got his man on the outside. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge game. Positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Nevada. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's out. Gets it out fast. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kick is in the air. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Vance. Got a man, it's Floyd. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late. Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Vance. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the ball is knocked away, incomplete, but he ran through the receiver to get there. The flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Needed just a little more distance on the driver. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourself. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.